Hello everyone, Paul Simon here with the law firm of Simon Paschal. On a previous video we talked about exempt versus non-exempt as it relates to the overtime laws. But today what we're going to talk about is the white-collar exemptions. Now these are three exemptions, basically the most common exemptions that you'll find out there in the employment world. So those three exemptions are the executive, the administrative, and the professional. And we're just going to kind of highlight the main requirements of each of these exemptions, but understand that there's a lot of nuances and intricacies, so you really should consult a professional before you make the determination of whether or not one of your employees falls under these exemptions. So let's go real quick here for the executive exemption requirements. The first one, and this is going to be common through all three of these exemptions, but it's a salary requirement. That salary, at least as we stand today in January 2016, is $455 per week. That is supposed to increase. Right now it's set to increase in August or September of 2016, but just keep in mind that salary exemption may increase. The next requirement in the executive exemption is the primary duty. And what the primary duty of an executive is to manage the business or a subdivision department. And the management requires that you must supervise 2 or more full-time employees. And the last one is that you have the discretion to hire and fire. Again, we can spend hours on probably each of these, but we just want to kind of give you guys the main things to think about as it relates to the executive exemption. The next exemption we have is the administrative exemption. And you'll see here that we have the same salary requirement currently of $455 per week. Where the administrative differs from the executive is your primary duty. The primary duty for an administrative exemption is the duty is office or non-manual work. And so you have to think of this as more of your, again, it's a white-collar work, so it's someone who's inside doing marketing, doing some sort of accounting work, that sort of stuff often will fall into the administrative. But what you have to understand here is why it's not necessarily going to be your secretary or someone who's just pushing papers or just doing data entry is your third point here, and that's the discretion. The person must exercise discretion and independent judgment. So again, your secretary who's not necessarily tasked with something where they have to exercise discretion probably does not meet the administrative exemption. Alright, let's come over here to the last one here that we're going to discuss, and that is our professional exemption. Again, same salary requirement, $455 per week. Now the primary duty here of a professional is going to be someone who has advanced knowledge and consistently exercises discretion and independent judgment. Professional, I think, is a very easy one to think about. It means it's someone who has kind of a professional degree, and you'll see on 3 and 4 where it kind of here talks about the advanced knowledge that the primary duty requires is in the field of science or learning. So again, English, engineering, those types of things would fall under this advanced knowledge. And then the prolonged course of instruction basically means that they must have, a college degree, generally a bachelor's degree, in order to meet this professional exemption. So again, that's real quick overview, but we have the three. Just keep in mind, executive, administrative, and professional are your white-collar exemptions. And we'll dive into each of the specifics in later videos. So thank you for tuning in.